Hello everyone, Larry here at the Farmstead Way, and I'm in a ditch. So we got our first snow of the year here in southern Ohio, and go figure, I was driving on the way to work and I put her in a ditch. I went to turn left and she went straight, and I went over a hill, and somehow by the grace of God I got caught by a bunch of bushing honeysuckle and I missed all the trees. So praise Jesus for that. Turn off that thing. So now we're waiting on the tow truck to come get me out. I'm gonna enjoy me some coffee and some Mac Baron Burley Flake. We're sit and chat for a second. So this is not the first time something like this has happened in my life, and I'm sure this isn't, you've had stuff like this happen in your life. Unexpected circumstances, emergencies, tragedies, things come up. And luckily in this situation, I wasn't hurt, the truck wasn't hurt, I'm just stuck in a ditch. We're gonna be running a little late for work today. But what's the lesson to be learned here? When life gives you lemons, or when life gives you a ditch, smoke a pipe. What's that mean? Sometimes in life, things get absolutely out of control, crazy, sad, tragic, desperate. And things happen that you cannot control. No matter how much you plan, no matter how much you prepare, no matter how much you think you can be ready, things sometimes just go sideways, and you have to be ready for it. You have to be ready for things just come flying apart, as we like to say. You gotta be ready for those ditches in life. Now, when you come across those ditches, you got a couple of options. You can lose your head, or you can be chill and see yourself through the problem. That's one of the things that I learned in EMT school when I was running fire and EMS, is when it seems like the entire world is falling apart around you, you have to be ready to look at the situation, be calm, cool, concise, and be able to deal with it as it's coming. Otherwise, you're not effective as a firefighter or EMT. If you lose your head, you're useless to the people around you. So, when life gives you a ditch, smoke a pipe. Now, this is an interesting metaphor just for this. Whether it's a death in the family, whether it's an unexpected accident, the most important thing you can do is remain calm. Look at the situation, figure out how to fix it, and get through it. Now, there are times where emotion, mourning, and those things are happening, but in the heat of the moment, especially as a husband, especially as a father, especially as a man, you have to be ready to act. You cannot just freak out and go with all the sheeple and panic and run and just add to the mass chaos that is the situation. You got to be chill. You have to be calm. There's been a couple instances where I've had choking children at home, and my wife started to panic a little bit and snatch up the kids, give them a good couple whacks on the back, and then their throats cleared out. But if you panic right along with her, then things can get really bad. This is something that a lot of soldiers know very well, is when bullets start flying over their heads, they get into a flow state and they do what needs to be done. Bravery. And then also, just from another standpoint of it, being able to be calm. I could have went off the ditch and swore and cussed and thrown stuff and panicked, but what's done is done. No words that I can speak right now is going to change or fix what's been done. Now, people can say, well, that's easy for you to say, you didn't total your car. Yes, I didn't total my car. But if I did, it's totaled. Move on to the next step. Figure out what needs to be done. There's just, even in my life, there's been times where I've wanted to panic and lock up and freak out. and get all emotional. But this is something I learned from a local Mennonite. He was riding with some people, and one of the tires blew out on the vehicle, and they were running late, and he stayed really calm. He didn't get upset. I think the weather outside was really crappy. I think my truck's about to die. Yeah, I just ran out of gas. Yeah. Shut up. You just have to, he was really calm, and he dealt with the situation as it went. And that was really impactful, because this didn't happen to me. This happened to my father-in-law, and this was really impactful to him because it was one of the first times ever that he had seen a non-emergent tragedy happen. And no, he didn't swear. Obviously, he's a Mennonite, kind of like an Amish. He didn't get upset. He was calm. And that brought a lot of peace to my father-in-law. And sometimes you need to be the calm in the storm, because people feed off each other's energy. And if you bring this crazy, hyper, panic energy, people are going to hive mind off that, and everyone else is going to freak out. Now, in this situation, like I said, there's nothing I can do except sit and wait for the tow truck. I've run out of gas. I've got warm clothes on, and help's not too far down the road. I only literally got about 5 minutes away from the house and crashed. So I'm going to sit here, enjoy a pipe, and be thankful for all the good things that have gone on in my life. Be thankful that these shrubs caught the truck, that I didn't get hurt. Sometimes you don't know how God works in your life. Sometimes you go into a ditch, but at least you didn't go off the cliff. So, when life gives you ditches, smoke a pipe, and be thankful that it wasn't worse than what it could have been. And just chill and be happy. So I'm going to sit here and wait for the tow truck. Y'all have a blessed day, and try to avoid them ditches. But when they come, just gotta dig your way out. Have a good day, y'all.